Okay, it's part two. Welcome. Are you guys still there? Well, no, you're not because this is the second video. We ran out of space, but we're still going and we started a new video. We're at the end of my collection of boy comics. We only have 3 comics left, and one of them is number 111, and it's the one that we opened up to find that there was interior art by Joe Kubert. Definitely. It looks really good, too. No, I didn't look super close, but I didn't see a signature anywhere, but that's definitely him, right? We all know that. Here's the Sniffer and Ironjaw story. This is the comedy relief for Carl Hubble is the artist, and he's somebody whose name I've heard before and is very good. Look at the detail in this. The nerve of some people. Were we just talking about this? We were just talking about this, about in the other talk. See, look, skating in the sky. A small table 75 feet in the sky serves as a skating rink for a brave acrobat and his wife, who have been risking death 4 times a day, giving performances of their harrowing act, the only one of its kind in the world, while audiences gasp in wonder. The man on skates spins around the tiny tabletop, twirling his wife from his shoulders. So this wasn't exactly what we were talking about, but back in the 1930s or 40s, I heard about how Holman's department store in Pacific Grove, California, where I grew up, it was a big building, like it was like a, what is it, 10 stories or something, or I don't know, maybe not that, maybe 6 or 8. Anyway, it's the biggest building in town. And at one point, as a publicity stunt of some sort, they had a guy on a pole at the top of the building that was skating around on a platform just like this. And it was a marathon. He was up there for days and days skating. Yeah, pretty sure. I just really like Byro and how he signs his name on everything and loves to write so much. And also is really trying to like make you think. He's trying to make kids think, I think, or pretending like he's trying to make kids. I don't know, man. I mean, at this point, he's not. It's getting so close to the code at this point that they're just trying to stay alive. He's just trying to compete and trying to keep this stuff on selling because something happened. There was a change and things changed immediately. Because now, look, it's interesting, isn't it? What happened? Let's see what year it is, shall we? Are you noticing? So they stopped calling him Crime Buster completely, and they call him CB, and they were doing that already before, and I think it was with purpose. There's June 1955. He's no longer Crime Buster, and he's no longer even CB. He's now being called by his actual name, which is Chuck Chandler, and he's going to a school called Curtis, which is a boys' academy. He doesn't have the C anymore. He still has squeaks, but he's not Crime Buster. He isn't. He's now Chuck Chandler. Now get in there and win. I'm counting on you, Dick. I told you not to tangle with Chuck Chandler. If I don't pull this stuff, if I don't put this stuff back, I'll be called a thief, and if I do, I'll lose the race. Oh gosh, what did he steal? Now, how do you like your little favorite? Why don't you ask him where he's going? I never thought he'd let me down. So we're still getting the morality stuff, and he's is this as good as it gets on the inside? Remember how I said we're supposed to be seeing the most action of the whole book on the cover, and it's not going so good. All right, so this is cool though. We're getting more Joe Kubert. So another Joe Kubert story from 1955. The code is in effect. Look at it. They want us to make sure that we know that Boy Comics is approved by the code. Look at how big the code is there. They took a crime out of it. Now it's something else. Now it's a morality tale about school, but they still have Sniffer and Ironjaw in here. I wonder how what the comparison would be like reading these pre-code and post-code. That's what's going to be interesting and fun to do. Stuff looks good still, doesn't it? I mean, you guys like this stuff? It's cool stuff. All right, here's our last book. Chuck Chandler at Curtis. Now Squeaks is gone. So the code is big. Squeaks is completely gone. There's no more Squeaks. Instead, we have trophies for athletic accomplishments. Giant Airspeed, 4-issue super colossal issue. Giant Airspeed issue, 4 super colossal features. You'll laugh, you'll shudder, you'll thrill. Chuck Chandler in Downdraft. Don't miss this wild, crazy adventure. This is a Joe Kubert cover. This is strange. It's like a photo negative, isn't it? It's so tiny. How are you supposed to read this? Hey, step on up, folks. That's right. Crowd right in and see the most fantastic sight of all time. It looks like it's Iron Jaw back there. So for sure, it looks like Joe Kubert is working regularly for Charles Biro and Lev Gleason at this point, which I think is the end. It's getting to be the end of Lev Gleason publications. This looks like a cool story. What is this red kid? This still looks adventurous and fun. There's not going to be any crime here, though. This is, what is he doing? Is he back in Central or South America? It looks like it. I don't think I've ever seen this ad. Grr, Judy and Jim defy savage gorilla. Given, boys, girls, ladies, men, we give you cash or premiums. Help, the gorilla is loose. Gorilla. Stand back, I've got a gun. Get back. She has a bow and arrow. Look, he's climbing back into his cage. That boy and girl saved our lives. You kids deserve a medal. Where did you get that .22 rifle and that bow and arrow? We earned them selling White Cloverine brand salve. Wow, I'm gonna sell some of that salve too. I am so glad we stopped and looked at this. I've never heard of White Cloverine brand salve. So if you sell the salve, you can get a .22 rifle? 22 caliber rifles, 1,000. Okay, this is a Daisy. You don't want the Daisy. You want that .22 caliber rifle. Where's the bow and arrow set? Here it is. Archery set and swim fins too. But we want the weapons. Wilson Chemical Company, Tyrone, Pennsylvania. Please send me on trial 14 colorful art pictures with 14 boxes of White Cloverine brand salve to sell at 35 cents a box with the picture. I will remit amount asked within 30 days. Select a premium or keep cash commission as explained under premium wanted in catalog sent with order, postage paid to start. So we only have 30 days to sell 14 boxes of salve. The boxes are selling at 35 cents a box. Here's the salve. Price 35 cents. What does it do? What does the salve do? I can't. What is it? Let's see. Can you read what the salve does? I'm sure it does everything. But what is it supposed to do? Wait a minute. Is it just petroleum jelly? I see petroleum really big. I think that this is probably just fragrance and Vaseline. It's just fragrance and petroleum. It's Wilson Chemical Company. I sure want that .22 though. If I'm a little kid and I read this, not only do I want the .22, I'm going to take it with me every time I go to the zoo. Because in 1955, who could see a problem with letting a 10-year-old kid walk around with a .22 rifle and go to the zoo with it? And then his little sister, she has a bow and arrow that she took with her to the zoo. It seems perfectly normal. Fisherman, catch more fish with this new automatic Sure Hooker Fisherman. I've never seen that thing before. It's like a gun. It's like a fishing pole with a pistol grip. Oh, that's cool. Well, It's not cool because it's not even Crime Buster anymore, you guys. It's Chuck Chandler. Who cares about? I don't even care about Chuck. And Squeaks isn't even here. We don't even have Crime Buster anymore, and we don't have Squeaks. But at least we have Joe Kubert. So we have Joe Kubert doing his version of Chuck Chandler, and then we're going to try and do our version over there. Fun time. Yeah, I think this is close to the end of this book of old Crime Buster. He's not even Crime Buster anymore. It's Chuck Chandler at Curtis in Unwelcome Slugger. Now, it's probably still going to be good. I mean, I'm going to read them all. I haven't read all these yet. I'm going to read them. It's going to be fascinating piecing it all together and seeing the progression of how it all changed and how we started with something so cool, something so wild and cool, right? Even though it looks still looks similar, right? But this was wild and cool. We got a kid who's a superhero with a monkey who can understand English and can perform all kinds of heroic feats. And yeah, I don't know. Anyway, thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed these 2 videos. This has been the second of a series of 2 showcasing or just showing off the covers of my Lev Gleason Boy Comics collection. Thanks for watching. Have a great day or evening.